This News Update is brought to you by This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Friday, June the 20th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. Residents of the Ivy in St.Michael who have had to endure a recent spate of violent crime are being promised a return to normalcy shortly. The assurance came last night from Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police for Territorial Policing, Euclid Thompson, during a meet and greet exercise in the Ivy. However, Thompson is suggesting that a return to a safe and secure district would be more assured if community leaders, church officials and politicians held hands with the police in their crime fighting and prevention efforts.
The people can feel free to have that social interaction with them. Certainly at this time there's some headway being made in relation to the crimes that we would have had in recent times. So we're hoping that as long as we can get this place safe and comfortable for our citizens, that we continue to work with them for the maintenance of such peace and tranquility. If the people respond to us, I suspect that in very short order, then we can bring the Ivy back to normalcy.
A suspected child abuse and neglect or SCAN outpatients clinic is expected to be in place at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital by August. Working in collaboration with the Child Care Board, the QH SCAN clinic will function as a follow-up facility for children who've been treated for abuse. Consultant pediatrician and adolescent medicine specialist Dr. Asher Pemberton Gaskin, who had held the new clinic, says the purpose of the unit was also to help prevent abused children from falling through the proverbial cracks.
We will be, hopefully, in conjunction with the Child Care Board, providing at least a systematic and streamlined way of following up these young people and trying to provide them with the psychosocial support that they might need. And thanks again to Dr. Cave and our Director of Medical Services. They should all be coming on stream somewhere from maybe August, September, October of 2014.
Principal of the Parkinson Secondary School, Jeff Brooms, is taking matters into his own hands to correct an academic problem facing that Pine institution. Broom is introducing a remedial education program for students entering the school with below par grades.
We're also beginning this coming year, we also may establish a remediation through the school. In every class, you might got 25 children in the class. There may be 22 or 23 doing well, 2 or 3 holding back and not catching it. There's something wrong with taking those 2 or 3 children, at least 1 or 2 lessons a week, and giving them one-on-one or small group attention to explain certain concepts that are necessary for their movement. I think that can only help the children in the long term.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
To our neighbors now, churches in Jamaica are not letting up on their bid to pressure the University of the West Indies to reinstate dismissed Professor Brendan Bain. Last week, the court granted an injunction against the university's action, but a new group called Churches Action Uniting Society for Emancipation, or CAUSE, is pressing ahead with plans to stage a mass protest in St. Andrew next Sunday. Bain was sent home in May after gay activists across the region expressed concern about a testimony he made in Belize regarding homosexuality and HIV/AIDS 2 years ago. On the global front now, President Barack Obama says the U.S. will send 300 military advisors to Iraq to help fight Islamist-led insurgents. Obama says the U.S. is prepared for targeted and precise military action if and when the situation on the ground requires it.
American forces will not be returning to combat in Iraq, but we will help Iraqis as they take the fight to terrorists who threaten the Iraqi people, the region, and American interests as well. Fourth, in recent days we've positioned additional U.S. military assets in the region. Because of our increased intelligence resources, we're developing more information about potential targets associated with ISIL. And going forward, we will be prepared to take targeted and precise military action if and when we determine that the situation on the ground requires it.
That's been the 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon, but until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a great day.
This news update is brought to you by